President Trump flying back to Washington tonight after spending the weekend keeping a low profile at Mar-a-Lago. There were no tweets, no public comments about the Mueller report after it was turned in on Friday. Not until we got the news and the president got the news of the Attorney General's summary. No collusion, no conspiracy with the Russians. I want to bring in ABC's senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega. She's live at the White House tonight. And Cecilia, you and I watched the president today. He said more than what we showed at the top there. And he said something that sounded an awful lot like what he has maintained all along. Let's listen.
After a long investigation, after so many people have been so badly hurt, after not looking at the other side, where a lot of bad things happened, a lot of horrible things happened, a lot of very bad things happened for our country. It was just announced there was no collusion with Russia, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. There was no collusion with Russia.
Cecilia, on Friday night, we first reported the news, no more indictments from Robert Mueller. That was a huge sigh of relief for those closest to the president. And now tonight, no collusion. This White House has to feel vindicated.
Yeah, David, and you could see it on the president right there. He walked right up to the cameras. He wanted to take this victory lap for 22 months there. This has been a cloud hanging over this White House. And now tonight, every one of the president's allies, the president himself, essentially the message is, we told you so. Sarah Sanders has a statement out tonight. Also, she's saying, quote, the findings of the Department of Justice are a total and complete exoneration of the president of the United States. Now, for President Trump, David, this is personal, and he said as much today. He said it's a shame that the country and that he personally has had to go through this. But tonight, David, his reelection campaign is already out fundraising off of these findings. They just texted supporters asking for donations, saying now it's time we fight back.
Cecilia Vega, you've been covering this for the 22 months that the investigation's been underway. Our thanks to you every step of the way. Let's get right to ABC's chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, tonight. Dan, I want to break this down for folks at home because this summary, and Robert Mueller was very clear when it came to collusion. The summary writes he did not find that the Trump campaign or anyone associated with it conspired or coordinated with Russia. It doesn't get any clearer than that. Pure vindication for the president on that critical issue in this investigation. They did point out, though, that the report outlines the Russian effort to influence the election and the documents associated with that, but no connection to the Trump campaign, which was the key. The Russians meddled, but no collusion. On obstruction of justice, the new Attorney General William Barr writes the special counsel did not draw a conclusion. This got our attention. Robert Mueller wrote, this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime. It also does not exonerate him. A lot of folks at home are going to say if a special counsel was appointed, why didn't he draw a conclusion on this? Yeah, he says that he determined not to make a traditional prosecutorial judgment here. I interpret that to mean that Mueller believed that the president is immune from prosecution because he's the president, and as a result, he decided not to make a judgment. Attorney General Barr and Rosenstein did make a judgment in saying, in part because there was no collusion, there was no conspiracy. It makes the obstruction case even harder. There are going to be questions, though, now about whether the Attorney General should have been weighing in, because the whole reason you retain a special counsel is because there are concerns about the potential bias of an Attorney General. And to draw a conclusion independently. Correct. All right, Dan Abrams, our thanks to you on that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.